Hey everybody, thank you. So, has anybody noticed that it's been raining out here? Anybody noticed it's been snowing?
Thank you so much.
Alright, so you guys realize that for the next year, every time it rains, people whose cars were damaged or whose houses were flooded, every time it rains, they're going to have this thing that goes up in front of them and they're going to be like, it's flooding, it's flooding, it's flooding, it's flooding, everywhere I look, it's flooding, it's flooding, it's flooding. Have you know, do you guys know those people? Yeah. So, there's this thing that we all do, right? We create these beliefs and we put them up in front of our faces, and everywhere we look, no matter where we look, that's what we see. You guys notice that? All right. How many of you want to know the breakthroughs people had to start having success? To where... Yeah, I want to know too. They took these blinders and they moved them from here to over here. And they can see. And that's how they were able to create successful teams, create cells, and do incredible things with their lives. Don't you want to do incredible things with your life? Yeah! All right. For all those people who have had an incredible breakthrough that changed the way you did business, that started you from making $0 to between $5,000 and $30,000 a month, in this room, I want you to stand up now. All right. This looks like a lot of people. How many of you guys want to know what they have to say? All right. What was the incredible breakthrough that took this to over there?
One of the most things that I've done for the breakthroughs, the events. I've been to the last 3 events and they're changing my life.
What specifically moved from here to there?
Taking massive action and getting with other leaders and getting into a group and really listening to what other leaders are saying as well.
Listening to leaders. Do you want to contribute?
Our daughter that was born in July, and I want to stay home with her. So that's what made me from here to here.
Awesome. That's a great reason. But what did you move?
Every distraction in my life.
Distraction. Get rid of it now. All right. So, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Devin Motti.
Devin Motti. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you're good.
Well, now, what can you say that changed your life to creating, what are your results?
Yeah, I've made as much as $6,000 a month in Empower Network as a full-time college student. Yeah, and what a lot of people talk about is the belief, okay? So when we come to the conference, right, the main reason you want to be here right now is to increase your belief. You could be here to meet people, network, but when you see the results, you see average people like me in college, you see a 12-year-old on stage, it instills something in you, and it brings it to the surface, so when you go home, people see a different look in your eyes. They see a different look in your behavior. And you know, ultimately, you know, you guys are here for your families. As a son to my mom, you know, my mom, she's been through so much in her life, you know. She's been through things as a child that I wouldn't, you know, even want to talk about. Some of you guys would break your heart, you know, that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. And as a son to her, you know, I step up and I have to be that leader, you know. I have to be that person that speaks life into her, okay? She don't have the money to go see Tony Robbins, right? She don't have that yet, right? But her son could be empowered and empower her and make all of that difference, you know, break all that baggage in her and help take her to the top, right? So that's why I'm hustling, that's why I'm working hard, right? You know, my mom, I want to buy myself a good house with let's say, and do all that, and then buy my mom a house right next to it, get her personal care assistant who can be there 24/7.
So you realized that this is not about you.
Oh, absolutely not. No, I've heard so many stories here. You know, a girl...
Just 1 second. So you think that making money is not selfish. You think making money is what?
It's giving value to the world. It's making a difference in the world, and all it is an energy.
Wow. How many people here have at one time thought that they couldn't take the last slice of the pie? They had to sit there and only have measly little crumbs so everybody else could, you know, get crumbs too, because there just wasn't enough. How many of you guys thought that way? Wow, that's a lot of people. So get it through your heads right now. This guy over here, he's absolutely fabulous. Stand on up. He made a breakthrough, and his breakthrough was making money is
Good!
woo! Powerful, right? Powerful. So, this whole Boston thing has been going on. We've been watching it on the news and hearing all about it, right? Do you want to know what that media is doing to everybody? Woo! It's putting these blinders all up in your gizzard. Do you realize that there are 210,000 hate crimes per year? 210,000 hate crimes per year. I tried to look up the death statistics on that. 3 people died during the Boston Marathon. 3. That was sad. Yes, a little boy died. But by sitting there and becoming angry, by creating hatred, what are we really doing? We're creating more of the same, aren't we? So what do we really need to do? Can you answer that for me?
Love.
Love is the answer. Thank you. All right. My name's Ashley Needles. What's yours?
Alkaline.
Woo! Sounds like you got a team back there. All right. And what changed your vision?
What worked out for me was, before I went to my first Empower Network event, for the previous 8 years, I've always been an entrepreneur. I started at 17 years old. And I failed, 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 and I...
We get it, you failed.
And so what happened was I created this belief that making money and being successful was hard. It was hard work, it was going to be difficult. And then I get to the San Diego event, and I'm sitting in the audience, and I'm watching just average, ordinary people who didn't know anything about building a business on the internet walk up on stage and get huge checks. So when I moved out of my way, it was the belief that making money was difficult.
So what is your belief now?
Making money is the easiest thing on the face of the earth.
Making money is easy! Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I want to hear, we're going to hear from you later this week. I want to hear from a woman I have not heard from before. And I want to know what made your life change.
2 things. First thing is the power of belief, as others have already spoken of. You know, these events have really changed that for you. Absolutely. And the second is clarity of purpose. The first purpose is changing the life of our daughter. Our daughter has special needs, and she needs a lot. And this is providing it for her.
Wow. Isn't that powerful? Now I know a little bit of your story, so tell the audience your name.
It's my team. Amy Starr Allen is my name.
Amy Starr Allen, you've been on my Facebook page forever, and I have just loved you for pieces. You're absolutely amazing. Now, what is something that you had blocking your vision?
I used to think that there had to be suffering involved in order to be successful.
Suffering. How many of you guys believe that to be successful, you have to suffer? There is no other choice than to suffer for success. How many of you have believed that you have to work hard, slave away, and spend every single waking moment worrying about the bills, spend every single day worrying about how to fit it all in, how to make life work, how to juggle everything? How many of you have had that problem? Wow, that's a lot. Now, you raised your hand on this. You're not quite over that belief, are you?
You know, I finally feel like I don't need to focus on those things, which is probably the reason why in this past month I had a really big breakthrough. I realized that if I just trusted, and I'm actually probably going to cry, I feel like allowing it to happen and knowing that I can do it, and knowing that all the tools are here, and just letting it go, and believing in me, and believing in everybody else, and believing in anyone that I send my message to, it can't help but happen. And I don't have to worry anymore. Becky Ringler.
Becky Ringler, give it up. Woo! She is amazing. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to head on back here. And I want to hear from this guy. Now, did you grow up in the United States?
Partly.
Did you experience prejudice?
No, I haven't.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is.
So you didn't have to face the belief that only the white male can make money.
I guess I never thought about it that way. I don't.
That's awesome. See, and that's why he is able to stand here today, standing up saying, I've made this much money.
Yeah.
He didn't have it standing in his way. So what did you have standing in your way?
It's funny, Vic said it best. I had a plan B all the time. And once I got plan to get rid of the plan B and actually concentrate on helping other people, that's what actually made it happen.
Wow. Concentrate on helping other people. So you see that orange juice that's frozen in your freezer every day? Look at it and remember, concentrate on helping other people. Concentrated orange juice, that's your reminder.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Awesome. All right, everybody. I have this amazing friend in my life. She has helped me out immeasurably. And I love her to pieces. Neve Arthur. Now, I've seen her have several breakthroughs, several incredible breakthroughs.
Yep.
Now, which one are you standing up to share today?
She has an attitude.
Well, when you talk about the blender, right? The very first one that I needed to get rid of when I first walked into my first Empower Network event was that big gap between the leaders and me. That they're special, that there's something different about them, that they're shiny and pretty, and they were born knowing how to do this. And do you know what happens? It was in an event, and I talked to Tony, and I shook hands with your husband, and I got to meet you, and I met all these people, and I was like, you know what? They don't all smell all that great.
Very true, I can vouch for that.
They're real people, and as I talk to them, and realize that there's nothing special about them except that they decided that they were going to do something great with themselves. And they found worthiness inside themselves. And what I realized is that the only person who created that gap was me. And all of a sudden the gap closed, and I believed that it was possible for me.
And I found a sense of worthiness and that it was important for me to do this for all of this. There's a bunch of people in here whose lives I've affected, who came here because I showed them a way to break through. And without me having closed that gap, so whoever is out there thinking that the leaders are special and because they go in the green room, that somehow that's where all the magic happens, that's not true. The magic happens out here, and it happens as you remove whatever your blinder is. You said it perfectly, Ashley. Whatever your blinder is, you got to throw it away, because if you don't do it now, you're not going to get what you came here for. So just be open.
Wow. Okay, so Neve sent me a message. This is how we first started talking, actually. She sent me a Facebook message, and she said that everybody else in the world seemed like these beautiful fairies. They were just pretty and gorgeous and amazing, and she was nothing but a frog in the fairy garden. That's how she felt. And standing here today with my beautiful fairy princess, she's changed that belief. She has changed her belief about being a frog in the fairy garden, haven't you?
Yeah, and now I think that we're all fairies and we're all here to get money.
Hey Mike, you're a fairy, did you hear that? He's not going to say anything. Our Irishman is a little bit shy sometimes. Anyway, you guys, I wanted to tell you that you are all, every single one of you, important, valuable, and amazing. You are powerful beyond what you yet comprehend. There are things that you can do that you have yet to imagine. Do you know that? Yes. All right. I'm being followed around. Hi, my name's Ashley. What's yours?
Great. I'm sorry, folks, but shy has never been a description for me. Yesterday, Dave Sharp said something that really resonated with me. He said that you don't know the impact you can have on somebody. I wanted to tell everybody here tonight, or this afternoon, that that is so true. I've been in Empower Network since the beginning of February, and I did not have a list similar. I've got the very same similar beginnings that Tony Rush has. I'm just getting started. I have an unpaid sign-up on my list from Nigeria, and I'll be honest, when I saw Nigeria, my heart, I began to wonder, okay, how can, this guy's never going to be able to join me. It's one of the most destitute countries on the planet. But something inside me said, Ray, make a commitment to him. So I did. He shared with me that his dream is to make money online. So I'm like, okay, I'll see what I can do to make that happen, short of paying for your way into the business. And so I had come across a few ebooks. My first ebook to him was Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. You want to talk about a transformation in somebody who did not think that he had a pot to pee in because he's unemployed and probably who knows what he's doing for money to go ahead and survive on. To going from that to having a dream of starting a cocoa plantation. What we have here, folks, is powerful. So powerful that before I got into Empower Network, I didn't even see it. Share the dream.
Share the dream. Believe the dream. Build your castles in the sky. Can you build your castles in the sky? I'm actually out of time. But I've got to run upstage. I do know you, and we've heard from you, so I have to give everybody the point. Okay, we're going to take 2 seconds. You have 2 seconds.
My father died last week. This is from the heart, okay? You talk about something moving out of the way, okay? I've been to every event. When Austin came around, I knew my father was dying. You talk about priorities, you talk about excuses, you talk about thinking what people might think of you, okay? I didn't go to the Olsen event. The best goddamn fucking decision I ever made, okay? Because I got to spend every minute with him. And when he died a week and a half ago on Friday, it confirmed something that I've lived my life on and was scared to be wrong about. I know to the bottom of my soul that I'm a spiritual being. I'm not this body. I know that Ashley knows the same thing. I watched my father go away. He's wherever he wants to be. He can come back, he can join the power if he wants. But the thing is this, I watched it happen. All the sacrifices I made with family and friends that don't understand, my conviction is I know that to be true. When he passed on Friday, the silliest thought entered my mind that I would say to my dad, and I said, Dad, you couldn't pick a better day to pass away. I can go to Chicago.
Let go to free his son, to free his child. Isn't that beautiful? And, pardon? Oh, we have a cell phone, you guys, that has just been found. It's an, I don't know what kind of phone this is, but it has an otter case. It looks like it's an iPhone. Oh, we found the otter. All right, right here. Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. So, I'll admit, I have blinders in my face. You guys want to know one of my blinders? Everywhere I look, black man can't jump. Woo! So, I bet you can jump, can't you?
Yeah, I got a pretty good vertical.
Alright. Everywhere I go, black men can jump. And you know what? I'm okay with that belief. Some beliefs are useful. Some beliefs, even if they aren't reality, can be useful to you. So what you have to do inside your mind, if you want to create the most powerful life you can create, do you guys want to know what you have to do? You have to believe and create in your mind a reality for yourself. Create the happy childhood that you didn't have. Create the happy marriage that you don't have. Create the love and affection and supportive relationships that you don't have first in your mind. First in your mind, and then they will become reality. Because if you give that to yourself, the past doesn't exist. The only thing hanging on to us from our childhood is what's in our brains. We can change that. Visualize for yourself a new childhood. The perfect childhood. Visualize for yourself the perfect marriage. Visualize for yourself everything that you want to happen, and you will be amazed at the results. Absolutely incredibly amazed. I'm out of time, but that's my last word of advice, that you guys are incredibly awesome. You can do anything. Just let go of the past because it doesn't exist anymore. The only thing that exists is now. So take that now and run.